Habari Gani tribe. Actually, it's nighttime, but I'd still like to know, how are you guys doing tonight? I know that I missed last Wednesday, and I'm so sorry about it. But I'm back. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to chat with you guys. I'm ready to see how your week has been going. And so, yeah, if you're here, you definitely know the drill. Give me a heart, give me a comment. Let me know that you guys are tuning in with me. I'm going to put my phone on do not disturb because I really hate when it interrupts my lives. So I'm going to give you guys some time to tune in. And let me see. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time while I put my phone on do not disturb. Okay, so it is officially Wine Down Wednesday. And I'm sure you guys seen in the topic in the header that we're talking about business tips. We're always going to talk about an African proverb. And we're going to conclude the night with a little story of how, right? Of how I lied about my cooking skills. I see that someone is tuning in. Hello, Siobhan. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. How are you winding down tonight? I'm really curious. I have my cup, right? It isn't wine. I'll probably tell you guys what it is later. But how are you winding down tonight? What are you sipping on tonight? I'm curious. So I'll do an intro. I'll give you guys some time to type. For those of you that are new, right? Clearly, this is not wine and it's not tea. It's something a little bit stronger. But for those of you guys that are tuning in tonight, my name is Angie Digante. I am the owner of Accent Styles Boutique, where I give you guys the opportunity to purchase with a purpose, and that means that a percentage of every single sale goes towards sending kids in Kenya to school. Definitely check out all of my handles. If you're not tuning in on YouTube, make sure that you go to YouTube later tonight, type in Angie Digante and subscribe. And so I see some answers here. What I see, someone says wind down is about an hour for me, about to take a shower, right? So my wind down process can be a bit lengthy. But typically I try to wrap it up depending on what type of day I've had. Maybe I take a longer bath or I take a longer shower. But if my day has been pretty light, right, I'm strictly taking my shower, I'm grabbing a book and I'm headed straight to the wine. Or I'm showering, I'm turning on a podcast, but I'm heading straight to the wine. And so CJ says, I just realized, see, 1 week of not doing this, one Wednesday I missed, and I'm already forgetting to click on the comments. So here's her comment. Here's Siobhan's lovely comment. She's sharing how she winds down. And then we have the one and only Cedrica Juanita, and she is sharing with us how she winds down. She's tuning in with a margarita and oysters. Honey, I'm not sure if you peep, but let me see. You guys know that it's opposite. I'm drinking out of my Like a Boss cup, and this is from CJ. This is from Cedrica Juanita, and so I love it. I really feel like a boss when I drink out of this cup. And so now that I've already shared that I'm drinking out of my boss cup, I might as well share what I've been drinking. And in the spirit of heading to Kenya in less than 4 weeks, I've decided to sip on my Kenya cane. Do you guys see this? I don't believe this is served stateside. But yeah, I think it's a vodka. I want to say that it's vodka. But at any rate, it is one of my favorite whites. This is all the way from Kenya, and I love it. Love you more. And so, yeah, so tonight, like I said, we're chatting about business tips per usual. We're talking about African proverbs, and we're definitely going to chat about that story time of when I lied, right? I feel like white lies aren't so bad, but about the time that I decided to lie about my cooking skills. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm not in the store tonight, so I'm super relaxed, right? I can have as much of this as I'd like. Why? Because I'm not driving home. I'm already home. I'm already in my bedroom. My hair is wrapped in the spirit of getting ready to head to Antigua on Friday. I have my carnival nails, right? I'm so excited about these. I'm like, let me show you guys my nails, right? So aren't these giving like carnival? Right? I love every single detail. I feel like this is screaming like Antigua. This is screaming that I'm definitely about to give everyone life. Not CJ said in your 5,000 square foot mansion. We're not gonna do that tonight, sis. That's not what we're here to do. Yes. She said they are giving. They are right. They are giving. My hands are a little bit ashy. I see you guys saying beautiful nails. These nails, right? Let me hold them still so you guys can see. These nails are everything to me. Like I went to my girl. I call her Ling Ling, but her real name is Kaylee. I went to Kaylee and she gets me right for every single big event. And so I told her, I was like, I'm headed to Carnival. It's my first Carnival. I'm headed to the Caribbean with Bay. I have lash appointment, eyebrow appointment, hair appointment. Make me look fabulous, right? And so she definitely got me all the way together. So shout out to Kaylee. The second person, right? Shout out to a black business. The second person that got me together was Adrian. I believe her business is called Born Naked Aesthetics. And so she waxed everything, right, from head to toe and got me all the way together to make sure that when I have my shirt at T-shirt mask and when I have my swimsuit, that there is absolutely not one hair out of place, if you know what I mean, right? So she waxed me. She did a wonderful job. For most of it, I was on my phone. I was chatting. I was breathing easy. And so she really made it, right? She made this painful process a little bit easier. Hello, Cam. I can't wait to see you either. Are you going to be at Carnival? Now I'm so curious. So Kim is another fellow. Wait, are you gonna be at Carnival? I'm gonna give you some time to comment just because I'm excited. And I see someone else saying beautiful nails. Okay, so before I get too sidetracked, that's definitely one of the things that I'm gonna talk about Carnival. But before I dive into that, right? Someone said I need the nails, room divider, and the head wrap. Honey, you can have it all, right? Stop by. You can grab any of this. I have duplicates. Definitely swing by the house. Ask DJ for directions. But at any rate, we are going to dive into tonight's business tip. I'm not here for a long time, so I want to make sure that I am super duper like attentive with the minutes that I have with you guys because I have to log off. I have to get ready to pack. I have places to go. I have things to see, and I am ready. Okay, so business tip tonight is master your algorithm. And so I know that people probably hear this over and over, and they probably think to themselves, like, number one, what is the algorithm? Number two, where is the algorithm? Number three, how do I master it? And so tonight we're going to chat. We're going to spend like 5 minutes chatting about that. So let's break down the term algorithm, like in the simplest terms. It's basically how do you get in the feeds? How do you become number one? How do you consume people's atmosphere on metaverse? How do you make sure that every time they log into TikTok, they see your business or they see your name or they see your post? So I'm going to take a sip. And so, yeah, I know that everyone on here isn't necessarily a business owner where they have a storefront, a brick and mortar, or an online business. You simply might be a content creator or you simply might be a vlogger. And so let's talk about how do you push your content to the forefront. And so one of the things I have mastered is timing. And so the first tip to mastering your algorithm is figuring out, when is my audience awake? When is my audience active? How do I catch their attention? And so once you've mastered, I would encourage you guys to post throughout the day and see, like, is my audience attentive in the morning? Are they attentive on their lunch break? Are they attentive at night, right? So if you were going to make your one post a day, make it count. So the thing that I put in my head, I asked myself, when I was an employee, right? For the little bit of time that I was an employee, I asked myself, like, when did I play on the clock? And so I mapped out my schedule. Typically I'm up at 6:30 a.m. I grab my phone. So that would be like a dope time to post. When I'm in my car heading home from work, I typically sit in the driveway and I'm on my phone. So 5:30 or 6:30 would be a great time to post. Once you master that timing, I want you to think about what type of content you enjoy seeing, what type of content you like laughing at, what type of interactions do you find yourself clicking on the most. And so, for example, let's say you are a food company. Cedrica Juanita, she's one of our viewers right now. She has an awesome business. She has a food truck. It's called Trap Dog. And so let's just use that as an example, which her media, right? Her marketing is already flawless, but I just decided, since I know her business and I wanted to give like a soft plug, that I would use hers as an example. And so if I was a food business, if I had a food truck, I would post a lot of photos of my hot dogs, right? I would post a lot of the hot dogs with onions and cheese and what else do you put on them? And chili. I would make sure that every time I post a picture, the hot dog was fully decked, right? Or I seen her post today. She listed the places that her food truck would be located. And so that's awesome content. And so once you've mastered awesome content, you also want to master what time is my audience awake to make sure that your awesome content is not going to waste. Okay? I feel like with these nails, I'm no longer saying okay. I can only say okay. So now that we've understood that, right now that we went over mastering the algorithm, yes, it said I'm dropping gems. So if you guys have any questions at any moment, right, you guys can always tap in and ask me questions about the algorithm. I would prefer for you guys to ask them while we're on live. Definitely like have these conversations in the comments. But if you cannot, don't feel bad. Definitely loop back around or definitely inbox me about it later. So our next topic, right? African proverbs. So tonight's African proverb is a united family eats from the same plate. And so what does that mean to you? I know we hear oftentimes, even like in the urban vernacular, like sharing the same plate or eating off the same plate. And so I always find it very funny when things that are very prominent or sayings that are very prominent in the African American community also transpire from African proverbs. And so to me, right, a united family, a set of people that are one, doesn't have to be blood, right? It could be my virtual tribe mates, it could be your tribe mates, it could be your best friend, it could be your god sisters, whatever it is, right? A united family eats from the same plate. So we think alike, we don't hold secrets, especially things that will push our business to the next level. We don't keep that information to ourselves. Um, we aren't very selfish. We make sure that we're sharing from the same plate, right? If I have salad, you have salad. If I have pounded yam, you have pounded yam. Like we are sharing this plate together. And so another one that is centered around dining is dine with a stranger, but save your love for your family. And so this is one of my absolute favorites. The one before was cute and I love its meaning, but this one is one of my favorites because I always remember like growing up as a kid, my mom will always tell me like, I'm not one of your little friends, or your friends don't really love you like family loves you. And so while that may not always be true, friends can definitely love you like family. There is more than a special spot for blood, more than a special spot for people that are actually like your blood relatives. Like, I can't think of one person that would love me the way my mother loves me, or love me the way my sister loves me, or my father or my brother. Like, we definitely have a tight knit family. And I know that some people aren't always blessed to have that. So, the people that you do consider family, right? Um, Make sure you save your love for them. Dine with strangers, right? Say hi. Um, Grab a cup of coffee, but by all means, you don't let them spend the night. You don't tell them your deepest and darkest secrets. You don't involve them too much into your inner circle. You save your love for your family. Right? So on to Carnival or Carnival. I hear all the Caribbean saying Carnival. This is my first one, and I know I know without a doubt that when I get to Antigua, people are definitely going to dog me about the way that I'm pronouncing this word. It's not my word. It's not my term. It's not my culture. It's not my language. So give me a pass. Please give me a pass. So I'm excited. Like I keep saying, it is my first one ever. I have ordered all things sexy and I'm super excited about it. Right? Someone just rebutted to the African proverb, family is the one willing to live, willing to love you. I believe that was one. Family is the one willing to love you. I absolutely agree. So back to carnival, right? I have literally prepared myself for carnival. I had all of my Caribbean friends send me like the best playlist for me to dance, for me to whine, for me to get comfortable with the music. And so while I may not know all the words, I've definitely become more acquainted with like the steel pan sounds and the drums and all of the beats and the temperament of the vibe that I plan to experience. Um, I said that I bought all things sexy, and I did. When I tell you, like, halter tops and short shorts and dresses and swimsuits, and yes, I am excited. Everything about this I believe it's going to be so much fun. And so I have my camera, I have my backup batteries. I'm definitely going to be vlogging this. I'm definitely going to be live. I'm hoping one of the events are happening during Wind Down Wednesday so I can pop on for 5 minutes and you guys can see all of the action that is happening. But if you don't want to miss it, right? You fear that you're going to miss it, make sure that you subscribe. Like, go to YouTube, as I stated earlier, type in Angie Digante. That way, as soon as I post a vlog, as soon as I share an experience, as soon as I go live, you guys will be the first ones to see it. And so now I guess it's time, right? Like, let's dive into this story time. I know people are dying to know, like, Angie, she's the sweetest. I couldn't imagine her lying. I couldn't even imagine her telling a white lie. And so let's reminisce and talk about the time that I told a big fat lie. It wasn't a little lie, wasn't a white lie. I thought it was a white lie, but years later, as I've come to grow, I've realized that it is a big fat lie. So fast forward. Oh, I'm getting messages all over the place. So fast forward a few years before I met the person I'm with now, the old Angie, the Angie that had a life before them. I had a person and I wanted to surprise them with dinner. And so I thought of all of their favorite foods and some of the things they said they liked. And so instead of going on Pinterest, right? Because I feel like Pinterest is a new thing, even though it's an old thing. And so instead of going on Pinterest, instead of going on YouTube, I decided to purchase his favorite foods. And so I bought some chicken, I think from Boston Market. I bought some other rice from another like Spanish location. I bought these cookies from, I'm not sure if anyone's ever lived up north, but there's a grocery store called Harris Teeter. I bought these chocolate chip and pecan cookies from Harris Teeter, and I laid them out. I had them perfect. And when I say I had them perfect, let me back up. I took the rice and I put it on the pan. I took the rice and I put it in pots. I put the cookies. I literally went to Dollar Tree and took the cookies and put them on a cooling rack. Like, I put them in the oven for like maybe 5 or 10 seconds just so they'd be warm by the time he got to my house. And I put them on the cooling rack. And so he absolutely loved his meal, which I expected him to do. Why? Because professional cooks had prepared all of this. And the part that was terrible was that he really fell in love with these cookies. He happened to be in the military. He fell in love with these cookies and he really wanted them to, he really wanted the people on his deployment to experience them. I see someone says, "You're from Virginia." I'm not from Virginia, but I lived in DC for quite some time. So I've lived up north, and so that's why you hear Harris Teeter, but I'm not from Virginia. I'm definitely a Florida girl. I am a big round orange, right? I feel like People in Atlanta probably have it better because they're a peach. But at any rate, I am from the Sunshine State. And so I digress. The issue, right? The big issue with this is that we dated for quite some time. We dated for a few years. And he really loved these cookies, and he happened to be going on deployment. And what did he ask for? Because everyone else, his girlfriends and friends, were mailing them things. He asked for these cookies. And so I went to Harris Teeter. Thank goodness they still had the cookies. I bagged each and every one of them up, and I shipped them all the way to Never Never Land. I'm not gonna say which place he was deployed to, but I shipped them all the way to Never Never Land, 120 of them. And everyone thought I was the best cook in the world. Everyone thought he was so lucky to have a girl that could cook professional style cookies. And when he came back home, he wanted those same cookies. So, what was the problem? I learned that these cookies were seasonal at Harris Teeter. And so some of you guys are probably thinking, like, Angie, this is the time for you to probably come clean. I see someone saying Tampa. Yes, I live in Tampa. My store is located in Tampa. I am a Tampa girl. And so you guys are probably thinking, like, Angie, right? Angie, this would be the time for you to come clean. This would be time to tell the brother, like, I've been lying this whole time. Um, the cookies, I didn't make them. But what did I do? I lied some more. And so I reached out and I looked for someone that cooked cookies equally as well. There happened to be a place right next to Sweet Lobby. Sweet Lobby is a cupcake place that they won from Cupcake Wars. So the place next to them were equally as good. So we're talking about cookies, right? Cookies and sweets and desserts created by chefs that won Cupcake Wars. And so I just kept buying them. I never really stopped. And I know that I probably should have come clean, but I really feel like I didn't have to because look, the relationship didn't even last. So what did he need to know the truth for? Right? So the floor is now open. I would love for you guys to like weigh in on this and either tell me, if you think this was a big lie or a little lie, or it's no big deal because the relationship is over. I'm sure if he's watching this, I'm sure he watches me often. That now he knows that the cookies were not cooked by me, but I don't think it's a big deal anyway. So definitely let me know. I see the someone said I can't, right? But I could. I could and I did. And I made sure that I kept the lie going. I kept hope alive. And I definitely purchased those cookies. And I think the biggest reason why he loved them is because they were cooked by professional black gourmet chefs that won on a TV show. And so to this day, no one can touch my cookies. Not one person can touch my cookies, because in the eyes of the entire Marine Corps, I am the best. I think my sister's probably tuning in and she probably wants me to tell the rest of this story, even though I don't want to, but I've already gone down the rabbit hole. You guys have already heard about the worst. I might as well keep going. And it's like not only did I have him under the impression that I baked those cookies, but I won an award from the entire base for submitting those cookies in a cookie competition. And so, yeah, I have my trophy, best cookies, and it's true. They are the best cookies because those cookies did win on Cupcake Wars. And so technically they are a number one seller. And so the award is valid. The award is very, very valid. And I see people saying, "Bid I can't," and "girl," but I just need to know, like, was the lie really that bad? Was it, Tria, Anna, CJ? Was it that bad? Like, is it something that I should have come clean about? Or do you guys think I was absolutely in the right for like letting this ride? I see that I have some comments popping in on YouTube, so let me take a peek at those. What? People are saying that I should have come. I don't think I should have come clean. I don't think I should have come clean at all, at all. And like I said, the relationship is over. So I guess there was really no point. Anna said you is funny. Sometimes. But I see that I technically haven't hit my 30-minute mark, but I kind of have to log off. I need to pack. I need to get ready for Carnival. I'm so excited. I will take these last few minutes to let you guys know that there is still a few openings for the Kenya 2023 tour. If you would like to jump on board, definitely shoot me a message or comment. Let me know that you'd like more information. There are payment plans available, but in order to secure your spot this month, right, this month and next month, because the payment plan period is over the course of 12 months, I need a $300 security deposit. So you put your $300 down, in a few weeks, you can be on course. The payments are as little as $200 a month. So that could be approximately like $50 a week, depending on how you waive it. If you put more money down, it could be less money a week or less money a month, however you would like to do it. But the tour is going to be amazing. I have a group of women and men that are headed with me now for the Kenya 2022. But I would love, right? I would love to take you guys home. I would love to show you guys East Africa. So if you would like more information about it, more information about how you can gallop amongst the wildlife and feed giraffes, and how you can ride on boats and hang out with the Maasai tribe, um, definitely hit me up. Let me know. Say, please take me home. I would love more information. Johnny said, you should have felt comfortable enough to be honest. Well, I didn't. I did not. You were like, if I would have felt so comfortable, the relationship would have lasted. It wasn't all on you. Correct. It was not all on me. That's a big piece, right? Johnny, you know what? You are a balanced man. I want to give him a round of applause. This man is balanced. He said it wasn't all on me. See? Everyone, see? It must have been a reason why I was lying. Had to be a reason why I felt comfortable lying. So yeah, you guys, if you are tuning in for the first time before I wrap up, just want to let you guys know, thank you for tuning in. My name is Angie Digante. You can definitely check us out, see all of the things that we sell at Accent Styles Boutique online. If you're tuning in on Facebook or on Twitter, make sure that you have subscribed. I am on the road to monetization. I'm about 31 people short. And I know, right? That more than 30 people tune into this video, number one, on Wednesdays. Number two, more than 30 people love me. So definitely continue to shower on the support. So head over to YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And so until the next adventure, tribe, peace, love, and lots of African culture. Naku Panda. I love you guys. Please be excited because the next Wednesday that you see me, we'll both be in Antigua. So good night, sleep tight, and I will see you guys next Wednesday.